Good morning, students. I hope you are fit and fine. Let's continue our chapter. And the name of the chapter is We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together. Okay, it's out there in front of us. They chorused as big as a battleship. When narrator's children found that island was in front of them, they chorused. Means they show their enthusiasm. They shows their joyness just for their victory that they have won the battle, they have won the battle, they have won the victory, they have done their hardship to a topmost. Now they have done the a good job, and now they have got the uh, island, and the name of the island was Isle Amsterdam. I rushed on deck after hearing the news from his children. Narrator rushed on the deck and gazed with relief at the stark outline of Isle Amsterdam. Where this Isle Amsterdam? When narrator got the news that island is in front of them, he ran on the top of the deck and started seeing the island. And what he see there, he see the Isle Amsterdam. This is the Isle Amsterdam, an island present in the southern Indian Ocean. Present in the southern Indian Ocean. It was only a bleak piece of volcanic rock with little vegetation, the most beautiful island in the world. And there, what the narrator saw there, he saw that that island consists of a small piece, a small part of the volcanic rock with little vegetation, means small agriculture has been done there. The most beautiful island in the world. Why this figure of speech was used by the narrator? Because he knows that this island will save the whole member of the boat. This island is as good as the home because when they have facing this hardship in the boat, they saw that their life was in danger. And when any person life is in danger, then a small tiny particle is also looks like a huge part. In the same way, here he used the word, this island is the most beautiful island in the world. And few in the few words, we can say that this island is the lifesaver of their property, of their life. Means this island looks like a lifesaver. We anchored offshore for the night, and the next morning all 28 inhabitants of the island cheered as they helped us ashore. We anchored. Now, when they reached there, they were received by the 28 inhabitants which were living there. 28 inhabitants which were living there. Okay, 28 inhabitants which were there, which were living on that island, received them with land under my feet again. My thoughts were full of Larry and Herbie with land under my feet. Now, the narrator want to say that when he sees the land, means the island land under his feet. This island land, when he sees under his feet, he become very much happy because after so many days now their feet has been coming on the land, and they feel that now their life is protected from this huge vertical waves which were creating trouble in their journey. With land under my feet again, my thoughts were full of Larry and Herbie, cheerful and optimistic under the direst stress. Direst stress means under the distress they have their crew member Larry and Herbie and his wife Mary and his children came on that island who stayed at the wheel for all those crucial hours. And now the narrator tells about his wife Mary, who was always busy on holding the wheel on the ship. Most of all, I thought of a 7-year-old girl who did not want us to worry about a head injury. We subsequently took 6-year minor operations to remove a recurring blood clot between skin and skull. Now the narrator wants to thank his daughter Suzanne, who was 7 year old. He says that most of all, at last he wants to show his optimistic view because he says that after all, his 7 year daughter Susan shows a motivational look, shows a motivational eyesight that we will be safe if we will all be all together, and she didn't told his father that she had got an injury on his head. His eyes were swollen and became black, and she got a cut on her arm. These all things were not told by her. Because of this only, the narrator want to say that he want to say that he was very much thankful to his daughter, who, in spite of getting off all this injury, also she never became weak or she never become frightened by these waves. And because of this all injury, she got how many operations? Six, six minor operations. Because of all this injury, Susan had got 6 minor operations in order to move the blood clot which she had got on his head, on the left side of his head, in order to move the blood clot between the skin and the skull. Skull is here, between the skin and the skull. And of a 6-year-old boy who was not afraid to die. And his 6-year-old son, what was his name? His name was Jonathan, who was 6-year-old. And he thanks to his son Jonathan also, who was not afraid to die in this hardship. Okay, what lessons we got from this chapter? We got a very motivational lesson from this chapter is that if we can all be together, means that if we all we can be together in the real life, in this prose also, we have seen that if all members, if everyone is all together, no one can defeat them because single stick can be broken, but when you join 8 to 10 sticks, then no one can break this stick because it is very much strong enough. No one can shiver this strongness. That's why it is always said that by our great viewers, by our great knowledgeable persons also, that we should always be in a unity. We should always be in combination. We should always be all together so that in our life, if suppose some distress come, we can overpower this difficulty. The biggest thing of this lesson is that in unity, in to, in combination, no one can disturb the unity, no one can disturb their victory. And if all of them are in unity, they will receive their target. Now comes to the question answer. List the steps taken by the captain. First was to protect the ship when rough weather began. What are the steps taken by the captain to protect the ship when rough weather began? Hmm? Here we have to tell what are the precautionary steps which were taken by the captain. First of all, what he has done, he has slowed down the speed of the ship, because if speed of the ship will be slowed down, then the strong waves which was 15-meter high would not ever tilt them or not ever thrown them outside of that ship. That's why captain slowed down its speed to protect the ship as the rough weather began. This precaution measures was taken by the captain. After that, it was what they had done. They had dropped down the storm zip. Storm zip, because when the storm zip which is present on the boat, when it is lowered down, then waves will not do any harm to the ship. And lashed a heavy wooden pole was there. A heavy mooring rope is in a loop across the stern. They have used this rope also in order to be in a good position. Then we double lashed everything. Went through our life raft drill, attached our lifelines, donned oilskins, and they wear the life jackets. Okay. Next question is, what steps are taken by the captain to check the flooding of the water in the ship? What are the steps taken by the captain in order to protect the ship? They have, first of all, captain has seen that when they will block the hole which were on the ship, then only water will be stopped. That's why they have stressed, they have opened the canvas and waterproof the hatch and the holes which was present on the ship, and they were continued to stream below, and they continued to stream below, but most of it was not being deflected overside. After that, Larry and Herb, who were their two crew members, they were working like an unconscious person, like a madman, that keep busy in throwing the water outside of the ship so that the water level comes down. Second question was, describe the mental condition of the voyagers on 4th and 5th January. What are their experience? What was going on the 4th and 5th January? On 4th and 5th January, they have got little bit a type of relief, because after 36 hours of continuous doing hard labor, continuous pumping water outside of their ship, now the water level on the ship comes down. Few centimeter of the water comes down. Now they started keeping eye on the holes of the ship so that water doesn't come inside. And Mary, after 36 hours, now they have got few food to eat, like the corned beef, cracker biscuits, and we ate. And now the narrator's family, first time after 36 hours, got their first meal to eat. Next question was, describe the shift in the narration of the events as indicated in the three sections of the text. Give a subtitle to each section. Okay. Here we have divided this whole chapter into three parts, because in the first part they were very happy, in the middle part they got some trouble, and in the third part they have got the victory over their battle. First part, can we say that beginning of the round the voyage. First part can we say that beginning of their beginning of the beginning of their sea voyage. Okay. First part can we say that beginning of their sea voyage. Second part can we say that or second part can we say that how bravely they faces the waves, struggle with bad weathers and storm. How bravely they have faces the waves, how they have bravely shown their power, how their struggle was seen in the middle part, means struggle with bad weather and storm. Okay. And the third part, victory of their battle. Victory of courage, victory of courage and optimism. Victory of courage and optimism means in this three part you can divide this whole chapter. You may note down this thing, and after this you have to explain this part. Okay, not only that you have written this first part, then you have noted down the second part also, this and this is the third part. Then this doesn't mean that you have to write only these sentences and your answer is complete. After this you have to explain also this thing. Okay, then comes the question. Discuss the following question with your partner. First question was, what difference did you notice between the reaction of the adults and the children when faced with danger? Okay, what was their reaction? Means reaction of the children, reaction of the adult. What was the question? Question was, what difference do you notice? Means what were the reactions of the narrator and their children and the crew members reaction on that ship? Because question was, what difference did you notice? What are the difference between the a child and and an adult? Because child reaction is little bit childish and adult reaction would be very much mature enough. But in this chapter we have seen that child is child were also very much motivated, very much mature enough in their thoughts, because by age they are small. 6 year old was his son Jonathan, 7 year old was Susan. Age was not much. In spite of that, their views, their reaction towards the bad situation was little bit mature enough, because small children always get nervous when they faces the bad, when they comes towards a bad situation or when they are faced towards a trouble. But here children is also working, children are also showing their views like an adult person. Here Jonathan and Susan, they are they were the two children, but Suzanne, who got the injury on her head, and his and her head was also swollen because of that injury. By this thing we can understood that if head was swollen means that injury was not a small injury, that might be a major injury, but she didn't told this all thing to his father, not to any other member, because she knew that when this thing she will tell, other people will also get disturbed. And his son, narrator's son, who was 6 year old, Jonathan, she was also very much mature enough, because his son Jonathan, his son Jonathan was 6 year old. He came to the he came with very much inspiration, very much he shows his happiness actually means when he comes to his father, he says to his father, "Can I have a hug?" Means when parents get this type of love, emotion. Here, children, Jonathan and Susan have shown very much of their passion, very much what we say that they have shown their love and affection towards their guardian, because they know that their life is in danger. In spite of that, they keep on motivating their guardian, the crew members. In spite of that, Susan has got some injury on his head. Eyes was swollen because of that injury. On the arm, she had got cut. But when Jonathan reached to his father and said, "Father, can I have a hug?" Then he knows that our children are so much caring in nature, and when Jonathan and Susan, when they told to his father that we have found the island, his father was totally shocked, because she was on that bunk. And when he got that news from his children that we have got the island, Isle Amsterdam, which was in the southern Indian Ocean, then he was so much surprised. In order to see that island, he ran on that deck and started looking continuously to that island, because after so many days now they have got a land below their feet. They are feeling so much satisfied. They are feeling so much satisfaction is there. There was so much happiness. Means it seems that they have won the battle. This type of happiness was there. This was the view of the children. On the same place, what was the reaction of the adult? On the ship, there was the narrator and his wife, crew members. Narrator, in spite of knowing that their life is in danger, he was busy in the chart room, because he knows if from the chart only he will get the idea whether there is any island on this ship, on this sea or not. If there is island, then what was the distance of that island, and that island is in which direction, the direction in which we are moving, that direction is a right direction, or we have to move, because on one position he has given order to his crew member that move the ship to 185 degree, and that time was 2 p.m. And he got the presumption, means after analyzing, calculation after calculation, this word is used, after calculating and recalculating, narrator got the idea that if the ship will be moving in this direction, in east direction, then up to 5 p.m. they will reach to that island. and for that purpose he thought that I should take some rest on that bunk. And when he reached on the bunk for a dozed off, this word was used. Dozed off. This word was used. Dozed off. He thought that he will take us dozed off, means a short sleep. But what happened? He wake up at 6 p.m. and he got the idea that he might have missed the island because he thought that he will reach up to 5 p.m. But here time was 6 p.m. and because of this sleep he missed the island. But when his children came to him and told him that we have reached to the island, he was surprised and he was so much happy that their battle was a successful battle. And the crew member, which were also adult, Larry and Larry and the Herbie, they are also working on the ship like a madman. This word is used, madman, because they knew that they are the crew member. They know all this trick. They know all this type of what we say that importance that if water is will be coming on the ship, then that will create a trouble. That's why they are working like a madman. Narrator has beautifully used the word that they are working like a madman, throwing the water outside of the ship, as it seems that they know that their life will be saved as soon as they will throw out the water. And the adult action that narrator when the hand pump and the electric pump was not working properly, then what happened? Then narrator went back to his chart room. Then from there he found the hand pump, and the most good thing is that that hand pump was working. That was in a working condition. These are all the actions which they have taken on the ship in order to save the life. The next question was, how does the story suggest that optimism helps to endure the direst stress? What these words mean? Direst stress. Direst stress. This word is used. The sorry, here is the is used. The direst stress. This phrase is used. Direct stress. This direct means great fear. Direct means great, stress means fear. The great fear which they are facing. How does the story suggest that optimism helps to endure the direst stress? How the story helps to you to comes out of this great fear? Means here narrator has shown the optimistic view, means positive view towards his life, towards the actions, which towards the decision which he has taken on that ship, because he knew that optimistic view only will save their life, and this view was inherited by their children also, Jonathan and Susan also, who always motivate their children. That's why Narita was always motivated by her children. Susan was making a caricatures of his father and mother so that their father and mother will become happy, their mind will become a little bit relaxed in order to provide comfort to them. And this optimistic view can be seen when the children says that, Father, we will not die all if all of you will be together. If all be together. This means this if we are united, if we are at the same time on the ship and we are in if we are working together, then one day we will come victorious enough. The next question comes, what lesson do we learn from such hazardous experiences when we are face to face with death? Means what lessons we learn from such hazardous experiences? from such lessons, we learn that this hazardous situation will not be very much faced in our life, because this is the lesson that hazardous experiences, when we are face to face with death, means when this hazardous situation, when this difficult situation, when this traumatic situation comes to our life, we should not be nervous enough. Why do you think people undertake such adventurous expedition in spite of the risk involved? People take this type of ad- adventure in their life knowing the risk because they want to learn new things, and in learning every new thing there is a risk, because if if no one will take risk, then he can't become a successful person, because on the ship, what risk, what danger they have been seen, once they have seen, they will not forget all over their life. This experience will help all the members to save their life. This risk will give them a new knowledge and good experience to save the life of the other person.